Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another Avasam and TikTok webinar series. Today, again, what we are going to talk about is how easy it is to sell on TikTok shop, as you find it on eBay and Amazon. And we have a special guest today, Philip, who is going to introduce in a minute, but along with Vanessa, who is going to also share some really good secrets with us on how to optimize the shop and how to make the most out of TikTok. So without further ado, I'm going to ask each of the speakers to introduce themselves and we can kickstart this webinar.
Hey, fantastic. Thanks so much, Tejas, for the intro, and Tejas, Vanessa, Avasam team for having me here. So my name is Philip. I work in TikTok shop, the strategy and partnerships team. What we do there is we work closely with partners, agency that we can rely on, like such a great agency, dropshipping company like Avasam. And what we're gonna do is basically help all the seller base to grow into the platform, and also encourage any other potential seller to join the platform as well. So yeah, that's what we do here.
Thank you, Philip. Vanessa?
Right. Hi, everybody. So my name is Vanessa. I'm a social media and digital content creator specializing in so many areas now. I do a lot of cooking content on my own personal page, do that for some of the brands as well. And recently we've started a men's grooming account, which has been absolutely hilarious. So we've been working with quite a few brands, just getting onto the TikTok shop, making content for them, for their pages, shoppable content and things like that. And also doing, live streams on TikTok as well to sell products. So your TikTok guru and expert over here to answer all of your questions about how you can sell your products in a fun way.
Thank you. Thank you, Vanessa. So guys, just a quick intro. My name is Tejas and I'm the founder of Avasam. I work with the team here to onboard the new range of suppliers on a monthly basis, new range of products, which will make you good money on our platform. I also work with the technical team to make sure that the new innovations, new innovative features are there, which allows you to make selling simple. So, let's dive in. Philip, I'm going to the next slide. If you want to do a quick run through how our customers can do the sales on TikTok. But before that, let me just do a quick introduction about Avasam. So Avasam has been established for nearly 5 years now. We have over 200,000 plus products available live at any given time. We have partnerships with TikTok, also with Shopify and a few other major players in the e-commerce place. What we are doing here as Avasam, we are virtually connect sellers and suppliers and making the sourcing and selling processes easy via the verified suppliers and inventory without blocking any upfront capital towards it. Our subscription packages are quite reasonably priced. They start from $19.99 and it goes up to $149.99. Towards the end, we are going to run a special offer. So if anyone wants to subscribe, there is a special discount code available as well, which will allow you to save some money. With regards to the processes, what we do as a platform, we automate the core processes, starting from the sourcing to listing the products, to selling the products, and also all the after sales as well, which is downloading the orders, updating the tracking details as well through the platform. We also enable the brands who wants to launch their curated marketplace as well. And with the partnership, what we have built with TikTok, with the help of Philip, we also offer one-to-one account management service as well to our customer base. So really excited, guys, to run through today's webinar where Philip will help us to highlight, what are the key features out there which you as a user can consider using it to grow your business on a TikTok. And Vanessa and myself will talk about the trending products, trending suppliers, and help you to sell more through Avasam on TikTok. Right. So, over to you, Philip.
Let's get to it. Okay. Thank you, Tejas. So let me introduce you now TikTok and TikTok Shop, right? So first of all, social commerce. What is social commerce? Social commerce is everything around social platforms, entertainment, socials that are gonna generate interest into the audience and potentially convert into sales. So the penetration of social commerce right now in the UK, it's really a thing. And by 2016, we expect it to be around 33%. The expected market value would be around or above $60 billion, which is insane. So the sizes of the opportunity are not anymore a dream, a potential, it's a real thing. So the sooner we are into that ecosystem, the better it's going to be for the sustainable of our business. Going to the next slide, please. Tejas, we can see how TikTok is switching from only an entertainment platform to also a marketplace. This may say something to you, the phenomenon of the TikTok made me buy it hashtag. So this really encouraged sellers to join the platform and also encourage TikTok itself to push even more its marketplace solution, right? We are seeing like more than 71 billion views where we can find a hashtag of TikTok made me buy it, which really is threatening, saying like how many people have been impacted by this hashtag, being advocated by their communities, and have been encouraged to make a purchase through that video and hashtag, right? So we're seeing that 2 out of 3 users are likely to buy something while using TikTok. It's not that hard to believe when you think of the amount of time people spend into that platform, which is around 90 minutes. It's a considerable time where you're gonna make this purchasing decision. And 5% of TikTok users say they have already bought something on TikTok Shop, which tells us which is the direction any e-commerce sellers could start thinking of. If we could go to the next slide, please, Tejas, we can see that TikTok Shop videos are becoming a true storefront for our customers. So what do we see here? We see different curves and ratios that are influencing people, real people, on their purchasing decisions. Let's say that seeing a video on TikTok Shop has 39% more probabilities on impacting your decision of purchase compared to 20% in other social platforms. Clearly, it's that having a friend or a family telling you to buy these Nike shoes is going to be more impacting than seeing a video on TikTok Shop. But actually, TikTok videos are by far the solution that could impact unknown people or close people. If we go to the next one, we can see that TikTok itself, it's driven by its 4 Cs, which first one would be the culture, powered by this cultural artist ecosystem. We're gonna definitely have the creator side, which are gonna be all these influencer, trending people that the community is gonna follow. It's gonna follow because there are people that can influence in their community and engage with them through the content they are gonna be posting. The content is gonna be short videos, it's gonna be live streams, it's gonna be kind of comments, photo galleries, carousels, things like this. So it's really a connection between these 4 Cs that are gonna be nurturing the ecosystem of TikTok. So we're gonna talk about the e-commerce here, the e-commerce solution, TikTok Shop, as we know it. But what is the difference between TikTok Shop and TikTok? Well, the simplest, easy to describe this, it's when we add a e-commerce component to any content on TikTok Shop. So for example, in this video that unfortunately is not animated, we can see there is a yellow tag at the bottom, just the first line of text saying Tangle Teaser Ultimate. So at the moment we see this video and we like it, we can interact with the video saying, oh, I see they are promoting the product I'm seeing on the video. So we will click on it and we're gonna have a quick access to the product description, the reviews, the pricing, everything. And by just another click, we can add it to basket and check out. And our details will be already logged into the platform. So let me take you through the customer journey in practice from the For You page that we can see in our home page of TikTok Shop, in our feed, to the basket at the right of the slide. So let's say you are browsing on TikTok Shop and coming across a shoppable video piece of content, like you can see on your left. You browse a product appearing in the live or the video. So as you select a specific product, you can look for further product information, description, and reviews, as we were saying. And when you're ready to make your order, you check out directly on TikTok, just in a few taps, and you'll receive the order confirmation, and you can track your order into the TikTok app. Everything without leaving the app. So our TikTok Shop solution is unique, as the whole shopping journey happen within TikTok app, from discovering products to placing order and tracing delivery, and everything happens within TikTok. That's the beauty of it, saying I'm not gonna have to lose any customer, any audience that has been impacted and is not converting in another platform. It's literally, I impact you and I convert within the same moment, like just a few clicks away. So as you can see, I browse, I select the item, I do the checkout, and very importantly, I advocate. So here is when you really want to be part of something. You want to be part of the community, you want to interact, you want to share your feedback. And this is where the TikTok Maybe Buy really has had an impact. It's not only about the decision before the purchase, but I am sharing my feedback with the community after making the purchase, hopefully in a good way. So this thing about advocate, community, sharing, it's what really gonna make a difference on TikTok Shop, because a lot of sellers are gonna decide what their content is going to talk about, the topic, because of the comments. They're gonna go through the comments and they're gonna check what is interesting people, and I'm gonna put the next content based on this. So how to sell on TikTok Shop? Okay, now we understand that TikTok Shop can become an e-commerce marketplace, but then what are the revenue streams? The first one, and quite unique or disruptive nowadays in Western world, is the live shopping. This is a common practice in China for the past years, but now in Asia, but now it's being quite popular in the US and the UK, where creators, brand sellers are literally doing live streams promoting their videos. So we have hosts interacting with the audience, answering the questions, sharing feedback, approaching to the camera, talking with the persons that are in the chat. So it really gives you this trust relationship between the seller and the audience. The second one is the shoppable video. It's like a TikTok Shop short video, but we are adding a shoppable link. Then you have the product showcase. It's like if you go in your profile in any social platform, you can see the pictures you've been tagged in, for example. So you have a tab saying the product showcase, the products that you are showcasing to the audience, so the ones easily accessible. And finally, we have the shop tab. The shop tab is like a browser, an independent browser of thousands of SKUs that anyone can access directly and proactively check for an item. So here's where we also see the potential of Avasam, with more than 200,000 SKUs being uploaded here and doing a good recommendations, can be easily shared across the platform. Then if you are interested, feel free to scan the QR. It's going to be as easy as going to TikTok Shop, create an account, upload a few documents. After an easy verification step, you're gonna be ready to sell on TikTok Shop. And the moment you do that, you register on Avasam, and you're gonna have access to thousands of SKUs to easily integrate into your TikTok Shop app.
So, Philip, I just want to step in here. So, I recently opened a TikTok shop for one of our client, and I must agree that the process was so slick. I managed to actually open the account and go live within 20 minutes. As long as you have the right documents in place, I think the process what TikTok has put together is such a slick process, So it's not like eBay and Amazon where you have to, provide your whole life information. Here is very, very easy to do it. So well done. Kudos to your team. And like you said, once you are integrated, once your shop is live, it's very easy for you to find the products from Avasam and list it on a TikTok. Right, that actually takes us to the next section of the webinar, where we are talking about the top trending products, which is available on Avasam. So to start with, I will just go through the steps. That what are the steps you need to take in order to start working with Avasam. So it's a very simple process. Like any other platform, you need to sign up the account. We allow you to browse our catalog before starting the subscription. So it gives you an understanding of the flavor of the products, what we have. And once you see that you find the right kind of products, what you're looking for, then you simply sign up and start sourcing the products, connect to your TikTok shop and go live. One of the things which we highlighted here is that we provide every week the trending products to our customer base. So if you keep an eye on our YouTube channel, if you actually keep an eye on your emails, you will get every week emails from us where we highlight what are the top trending products, and what you should consider concentrating on, in your next week promotional plan. Moving on from that, here we are highlighting our TikTok authorized suppliers. So this is quite interesting. So some of the suppliers, what you see, they are in a special category, likes of food category. When some are in food, some are in drink. Some is a special, like under health category as well, or spices, or the adult category. So these are all very special category. Now you are allowed to sell these products on a TikTok. However, it requires additional paperwork. It requires additional documents. And so you need to get in touch with us via email, and one of our team member will help you to provide this additional document, which will allow you to sell these products on TikTok. What it means, it requires additional document means it's less competition. And it is a great opportunity for you guys to grab your hand on these products and start selling it. Then on the next slide, what you will find that we have highlighted the list of the products, list of the suppliers who are authorized on TikTok. Now, why it is important that you always work with the authorized supplier? Because you are protected. Your account is protected with the brand registry. Your account is protected with any brand violation. So you can sell. You can concentrate on promoting the products without worrying about any big brother who is going to come and put a violation against your account and against your listing, and all your hard work's going to the drain. So what you see here, that I think last month our number of authorized suppliers were less, but you can see now the number is growing, and it is going to keep growing. So our request to you is that keep an eye on this supplier list, which you can find easily by logging into the platform. But please work with authorized suppliers. This will allow you to grow faster than before. Moving on is which are the categories which are doing really well for us, where we highlighted, here on the slide, home and garden, which pretty cover almost 60% of the total market share. And the reason is, you will find the same trend on Amazon and eBay as well. And we see that that the flat, Avasam, the range of the inventory what we have, you can take the advantage of that, and you can use that range to work on, especially on these categories, and grow. There is a fashion and lifestyle is one of the top category. Health and beauty is also one of the top category on TikTok. So again, you can see here that there is a huge room and potential for you as a seller to take the advantage of it using Avasam. And here, this is what we actually shared. Is the time of the year like last year? What do you expect in the March month or in the month of April? That how each category has contributed. This will also help you to define that, where you should concentrate, where you should, which category you should target on what particular month. Then over to you, Vanessa, if you want to just run through about some of the products, what we have and how it can help our sellers to sell on TikTok.
Yes, thank you, Tejas. So obviously we've given you a brief overview of how to set this up. And I guess my job here is just to kind of inspire you to get these products onto your TikTok shop and start selling on TikTok, both via shoppable videos, live streams, etc., optimizing your SEO and getting it sold through the marketplace. So this first product here that we have, it's handmade gifts. So this niche in particular, you'll notice, is quite popular as well on the TikTok shop. And what I want you to keep in mind also, whilst we're looking at all of these different products, is Tejas and I were just having this conversation actually prior to this webinar, is that some of the biggest, best kind of shops and brands and things like that that are selling really well on TikTok are ones that are very open to having their products on an open plan on the creator platform, which basically just means that somebody like myself, let's say a content creator, can go directly into the marketplace on TikTok shop and buy something, knowing that if I make a video for it, for example, that I could actually maybe get a small commission, etc., just to open up the gates so that you yourself as a seller aren't necessarily spending all of your time making content, and you're leveraging basically other content creators in the market to sell your product for you, in essence, right? So you can utilize content creators and share in that way as well. So in terms of, a soy wax container, it's a candle with a wooden wick, fresh linen scent, etc. There's a huge luxury type of market, or cheap luxury, as we like to call it on TikTok, where you have a lot of videos being made of just aesthetically pleasing content, right? So something like this could be as simple as you videoing yourself just lighting this candle and just looking at all of the different scents that they have, etc. So it's really just a way to kind of get creative and start making videos on your actual TikTok account to promote these products as well. So handmade stuff is all good. Oh goodness. Okay, so candies, sweets, these are always very popular on TikTok, especially amongst creators who really do like the kind of taste and tell, or review type of videos. So you yourself could make fun eye-catching videos yourself, or again, you can obviously extend that forward and get creators to join in on the fun and share your product as well. So yeah, I would say anything within the food sort of niche, like sweets and things like that, that's become very, very popular. People like to watch people eat on the platform, I will say. Moving forward to all year round gifts. So this is a get ready for barbecue season. It's obviously everything that you can imagine in terms of a seasoning set. So it says coffee and paprika pit, master rub. So again, guys, really tapping into those niches where you have content creators, let's say, who really love to cook, such as myself, just partnering with people like that. Or if you yourself, also picking products that are going to sell well, but maybe products that you actually like yourself, that you can actually be inspired to make your own content for as well. So yeah, there's a whole niche for that. Okay, I laughed because I saw somebody on a reality television show actually using this exact product. So it's oxygen. So Boost Oxygen comes in various flavors, suitable for students to help concentrate. Fun fact, I have a degree in acting, and my voice coach told us that nobody knows how to breathe properly. We don't know how to actually intentionally breathe properly. So it is kind of funny to see a product like this, but it says beautiful skin starts from within. So I don't really have to sell you on that. This would be a very unique product to sell on TikTok Shop, and it has the potential to go viral, I would think, as well. Okay, so then of course you have a bunch of things in the fashion category. Again, utilizing so many different creators on the platform. Like I've seen creators literally get on their own live stream for like 3, 4, 5 hours selling loads of products because they get commission for it, or they've opened up their own seller center and they've done it that way. So you can either do the live streams yourself, or of course, if you want to collaborate with creators, you can do that as well. And that's very, very popular on TikTok as well. Going forward, shoes. That's so funny. I did literally just, when I was saying what I just said about going live, I saw a creator. She was on there for like 6 hours selling various different shoes. And all she did in her house, she just put a little, I guess, shelf behind her, and she had all the different shoes, and the engagement on that live was insane. Like thousands of people commenting, and she was like, okay guys, like I said I was going to stop this live 30 minutes ago, but we're still here because you still want to purchase, etc. So the niche for that is quite large as well, so that's good as well. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have seen this on TikTok, but the videos of people power washing their rugs and things like that, that's become like a huge, I don't know what it is. Like there's certain videos out there that like people can just watch over and over and over again because they're so satisfying. So you can get creative with the types of content that you can make, especially for something like this. Of course, there's also people that are doing TikTok live streams for selling carpets and things like that as well. So you can get creative both with the content for your shoppable videos as well as just for your live streams if you plan on doing that as well. Okay, guys, it is, we went back a little bit. It is coming, what we call in Canada patio season, which is like, I guess your season to go out and have a drink on your patio in your garden. So this would be an ideal product coming forward into the coming season as well. And as we saw on that graph, you saw that the garden category, these are the months leading up into the summer that are really popular as well on the TikTok Shop. So, and in fact, I've seen so much furniture as of late. I don't know, the algorithm's telling me I need new furniture apparently. So that especially with some good SEO in your TikTok Shop, that should sell very well in the coming months as well.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Right. So here it's more about the benefits. What can you get if you work with Avasam and TikTok Shop together? So the most key important thing is selling on TikTok. Sometimes it's overwhelming when you don't know what you are doing with it. And hence we are providing account management support for the business and Guru subscribers, where one of our team member will help you, guide you, handhold you in this particular journey and try to make this thing as easy as possible. Another advantage you have is the QR code, which Philip highlighted earlier. If you use that QR code and open a shop, you will get reduced commission, in the fees which you are paying to the TikTok for the first 3 months, which is also, quite useful when you are trying your best with the new platform. So you want to be the competitive. So when TikTok is offering a reduced discount, I think you should take the advantage of it. Once you use that QR code, you will also get product vouchers, shipping vouchers as well, where customer can get a free shipping on certain items. They also get vouchers to when they spend over £10 or £20 for additional discount. And you see this very often. So what you see here, that TikTok wants us to promote, to push ourselves forward and do our best. And in return, they will support us by giving discounts, by offering reduced fees, and also putting ourselves in front of the right audience. Also, they offer various marketing opportunities by entering into the various promotions. So currently, the spring promotion is one of the biggest one which they are working on. So if you are already live on TikTok, maybe that is one of the things which you should consider doing it. And along with that, they also help you to collaborate with the influencers, and also by adding different banners on their shop front as well. What we also realized working with TikTok for last 9 months now is that TikTok is always welcoming the sellers to ask them the questions and be part of the community and learn as much as possible. Because the interesting part about TikTok is that every time you feel that you are a student to it, right? It's so much things to learn about. So I think having the TikTok shop seller academy it's a really good benefit, for you as a professional seller, and I think you should make the most out of it, of this particular offering. Moving on is the question and answer. But before we jump into question and answer, what I wanted to highlight here, that what we are seeing as a Avasam, especially in last 1 year, is the trend is changing. When we set up back in 2019, we actually noticed that the drop shipping started from eBay and Amazon and then Shopify. But now it's changing. It's changing it drastically. Because of the sellers like you, we are seeing that now people are launching their businesses, launching their stores on TikTok. We are also seeing that some of the brands also born on TikTok, and they are doing not small numbers. They are doing some really good numbers, and some of the numbers, I would say they are reaching it to in millions. One another thing which I would like to share before we go into Q&A, that I was asking some of my clients who've been in the e-commerce industry for last 20 years, who are selling on Amazon and sold on Groupon and on eBay, and say, hey, have you sold any particular SKU of one SKU 1 million times on any of the platform? And guys, you'll be surprised. The clients I'm talking about who are doing like hundreds of millions, even they haven't sold a single SKU 1 million times. And I found that you can do that on TikTok. I have seen various evidence that the single SKU been sold 1 million times on TikTok. So that actually gives you a confidence as a seller that, there is a demand, there is an audience on this particular marketplace. I just need to be in front of the right audience at the right time, with the right price, with the right product. And that's what we are here for. So you need to take initiative from the marketing front. We will take the initiative from the product and the pricing front. And TikTok will take the initiative to help you to boost your, the listings, boost your lives. So without to do, any further, I think, look, we covered key areas. So now we'll open this session for the Q&A and see if any one of you have any questions, and we see that how we can help. So I'm going to enable the chat to see if anyone has a questions.
It sounds it was clear.
Yeah, it looks like. Philip and Vanessa, you have done an amazing job. I think nobody's having any questions so far. So while, our audience is thinking about question, we have Gary here. what do you think would be the best conversion rate with the free PNP or paid PNP? So, Philip, do you have an answer, or I have some understanding on it, or I can answer?
Feel free. The floor is yours.
Okay, brilliant. So, Gary, what we are seeing that so we did experiments with some of our clients. When you actually offer a free PNP, the advantage is that TikTok, sees that as an additional offer to the customer. So they add your listing with the additional voucher, right? So if you are paying for the delivery, sometimes they offer additional £3 voucher on your existing listing, and they make your product cheaper, and they make your listing more competitive. But the negative part is that when you search a product on a TikTok, if your product has included the shipping cost, it doesn't highlight that the delivery is free, right? So sometimes your listing is expensive, on a search, but in reality you are competitive. So there is no specific answer. What is the right conversion rate? I think what you need to do, you need to experiment both. So what we have done for 1 week, we have done with the free PNP and see that whether the voucher is helping us to convert the sales. And another week we actually done it without including the shipping cost, and we haven't come to any conclusion which is working well. But I think you just need to look at it. If your product is a trending product, my recommendation is that, and customers are finding you from the TikTok shop, maybe offering without the delivery cost, maybe it's the right option, because then they can click on your listings first because it come across as the cheapest listing.
Yeah, good answer. Thank you. I remember actually having this conversation with you, Tejas, back in the early days with one of the big sellers you're working with. Correct.
Yeah. So I hope, Gary, I know there is no definite answer, but I think we just it varies from product. So I hope this will help you. So while the team is, our attendees are thinking about the question, we still have some time. So I will ask a question to Vanessa here. So Vanessa, from your understanding, like you go live on a daily basis, you create the content on a daily basis as well. Is there any specific tip you would like to share with our audience, like how many videos they should post, what time they should post, what kind of contents they want to create, they should consider creating? Any tips if you can offer, that would be great.
Yeah, I would say in terms of timings of posting, it doesn't actually super matter. A lot of the TikTok gurus have all kind of come to the same consensus that it entirely depends on your followers and when they're online, and even that can vary from person to person, and even then that sometimes doesn't really matter depending on the quality of your content. I would say quality of your content matters more so than volume, but that being said, you still want to be consistent. I would say at least once a day showing up would be ideal. But then again, it could be so random, like you said, like there could be that one video that just takes off and makes all of your money from now until the end of time. But in terms of, just staying consistent, I think that's the major key. Another thing that we're noticing right now in the current algorithm, because the algorithm's always evolving, maturing, changing constantly. So we're always kind of trying to wrap our brains around it. But it's the fact that you could post a video 3 months ago and only now your shoppable video is getting views. Only now is it creating sales. So a big tip I would say as well is never delete a video unless for some reason it has like a violation or a copyright strike or something like that. But always keep your videos on there, because again, it could be a year from now and that video starts to go viral. You just never know. That's the beauty of the platform, really. But I would say in terms of getting followers right now, I think it's just about being consistent in your content strategy and in your quality of your content. And live streams do help quite a bit because it allows you to engage with your following, and we find that TikTok is pushing a lot of volume towards live streams now. So if you do have the capacity to go live, definitely do that. And then moreover, what we were talking about before, if you have the capacity to you don't even have to provide samples to creators, you don't even have to do that, but if you can have your products on an open plan where somebody is able to purchase the product and then start making videos because they can make a commission, like if you can leverage other creators and their audiences, oh, then you'll hit the jackpot with that. Like that's the key, really. Because if you can start making money independent of your own content creation and independent of your own live streams, like that's the sweet spot you want to get to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vanessa. If I may, you highlighted two very important key points, which are high quality in the video, in the sound, in the background. Everything is super important because the algorithm is going to detect the high quality content and is going to be pushing it, definitely. And that second very important point is consistency. The algorithm is also going to be pushing even more those profiles that are being consistent in the platform because they understand that they are committed to it and they are committed to the growth of it. So they want to make these profiles grow hand in hand with the platform. So this is going to be key when we want to success. I want to say something as well. I wouldn't want to overwhelm any of our attendees today because we're talking a lot about content and it's crucial to perform on the platform, but still we do have the shop tab. So we do have the possibility of working with Avasam and TikTok Shop through the shop tab solution, which is kind of a marketplace like eBay or Amazon, I would say, where you can easily upload the Avasam SKUs into the shop tab. Mm-hmm. It's true that sales will come in organically, but the more content you post, the more interactions you have on your profile would make your products be shown above the other ones once you log into the shop tab.
Yeah. Thank you, Philip and Vanessa. So I agree with you that since TikTok has introduced the shop tab, it has unlocked huge potential for the sellers of eBay and Amazon, because I think their strength, eBay seller strength or Amazon seller strength, was to create a really good listing, right? And what I found, that TikTok has amazing SEO-driven algorithm, right? So as long as these sellers who are selling on eBay and Amazon follow the similar pattern and optimize, follow the guidelines what TikTok has offered to optimize the listings and do it, they will see, without doing much content-driven activity, what Vanessa has suggested, you can start seeing the sales will come through. And you need to apply different strategies, like what Gary has highlighted. The free PNP could be one, or sometimes charge for the delivery separate. That's another way. So that's one of the tactics which you can consider doing it, or you can have a multi-buy offer as well. That can be also attempted. Okay, I think we have not got any other questions. So I do have a question, Philip, for you. So from your understanding, you've been with TikTok, you are seeing TikTok from inside. If you have to give a tip to the seller, right, who are a seasoned e-commerce seller or something who is just trying, their feet, what do you recommend? What they should consider doing? Is there any tip which you have at a high level which you would like to share?
Definitely, I would say don't be afraid to start. We all go from the unknown, and having this capacity of partnering with Avasam or ourselves, or we have bunches of materials. It's super. I wouldn't say it's super easy, but it's literally super intuitive. Easy to start from nothing and seeing these sales coming in little by little and having this snowball effect starting. That's really the beauty of TikTok Shop, seeing like how from a entertainment platform, we're switching to a marketplace, and you're actually being part of this change and having the chance of having direct contact with the Avasam team and the customer support service, that would be great. The second advice is, once you start, don't give up, because the platform is not gonna make it easy. Like, it's always gonna try to make it as easy as possible, but it's not gonna be easy, because there's gonna be competence. There's gonna be more people selling probably the same items. You just need to differentiate. You need to find what is your differentiated value compared to the other sellers. So go through that cold start. Go through the little desert you're gonna have to cross, but don't give up and keep posting. Be consistent, and you're gonna see how the sales are gonna ramp up.
Yeah, I think really, really good advice, Philip. Being consistent, not giving up is the mantra if you are selling on a TikTok. To be honest, I think that's the mantra you should actually follow when you are selling on any other platform, or in for your business as well, right? You just need to keep going, keep doing new things. But what we have observed working with the brands directly, that like any other thing, when you are new to the platform first, and your brand is also new, your listings are new, it takes time for the algorithm to recognize you as a seller, also recognize what level of service you provide, and based on that, they start promoting your listing. So, don't get disheartened if you don't get quick sales. But if you do it consistently, like Philip said, it's definitely going to help you to be a player for a long term, right? So, Vanessa, there is a question here for you again from Gary. I think that's all around the setup, and I think that's your specialty. Right?
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, in terms of special setup in a studio, we do at the office, we have a little studio to go live, and that changes between whatever brand we're doing. So we have 2 live studios there, but it's very simple. So for our like appliances brand, we literally just have a big shelf with all of the appliances behind us, plus a table in front of us. And then for like our fragrance brand, we have 2 shelves behind us with all the fragrances, and then a little table with a rotating thing. That being said, though, sometimes we go live at home as well. So we don't necessarily have a studio set up at home, but what we do have interchangeably between our studio and our home setup is this. Okay, so you want a good phone stand, a ring light solution, because you do want some good lighting. I would say lighting for both your live streams as well as your content is huge. If you can get some natural light for your content, even better. But if not, fear not, you have one of these. Okay, and if you're crazy like me, you have 2 or 7. I don't know, not counting, but you do have quite a bit of those sorts of things. In terms of what a content creator has for creating content, honestly, the best sort of content is the organic stuff that you film at home. To be honest with you, that's why I always say to Tejas, I'm like, listen, I'm working from home today. I'm filming at home, because it just makes more sense. It looks natural. You find a nice little place in your home to, film some stuff that has some good lighting, etc. And, you can obviously makeshift different things, like I know some content creators, they get these like slabs that they put on the bottom, like a white slab like this, and then they film their content on the white slab, so it has like a white background. So there's so many different things that you can kind of play around with. And I would say TikTok itself is a wealth of knowledge as well. Like there's so many UGC user generated content creators that are giving away all of their tips for free on the app as well. So they'll show you what they do as well. But I would say, yeah, in terms of a setup, the go-to, the must-have is this for sure.
So Gary, here you got a hack, right? That how we do it. So I think, like Vanessa mentioned, just be natural, be authentic, be original, and that's what your audience would like to see. And you will see that once you go live, it will start doing the wonders for you as well. Okay, so so Gary is saying brilliant.
You're welcome, Gary.
which is good. Right. Any other tips anyone would like to share before we conclude today's webinar?
Yes. If you have the ability to set it up rather than a business account, you set it up as a creator account and you link your shop onto your creator account. That is what we've found to be the best way to get more views and more creative freedom, I would say. But Avasam can obviously help with that. But what I wanted to say about that was hopping on trends. TikTok is a fun platform. It's a social media platform. At the end of the day, it is social commerce. So jumping on trends and, intertwining it with your products, that's going to be a key, finding some humor where there's humor or whatever it is, right? Like, for example, there was a big trend going on over the last several months where you say, I'm a blah, blah, blah. Of course I blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm Italian. Of course I eat pasta once a week or whatever. I'm a content creator. Of course I have 7 of these, like just stuff like that. So we were able to play around with that with certain brands as well. And you just get to tap into a whole different kind of creative idea space. If you just look at a trend and you say, okay, how can I actually implement that with my product that I'm trying to sell? And you'll have so much fun with it.
Yeah, thank you. So, every time I've been asked this question, what is TikTok? How do you actually describe on a one line or one statement? And, I keep changing every week. Because I learn every week the new thing. So I used to say TikTok is a video platform. Then I started saying TikTok is an entertainment platform. Then I started saying TikTok is a recommendation platform, right? And it's keep changing, it's keep evolving. So if you guys come across any new name for TikTok, what is TikTok stand for, then do let me know as well. I will add into my list. But the good thing about it, it's dynamic. That's what I love about it. Every time something new is coming, right? It's not static like other platforms, and that actually sets this platform apart. So my recommendation, my suggestion to all the attendees today, that keep the most out of it as soon as possible. There is a big army of sellers who are selling on other platforms, want to join, but they don't know how. And that's what we are trying to unlock here for you and guiding you and ready to do the handholding and help you to grow faster. So if you have any further questions, guys, do reach out to our support team at support@avasam.com. If you need any advice on TikTok content strategy as well, again, use the same email address, and we are more than happy where Vanessa and myself will come on a call like this and help you to make your TikTok journey successful. And I mentioned it to you towards the end of the call that there will be a special offer for any customers who has not signed up for for Avasam yet. We are offering a special offer where there is a special discount available for a yearly plan for the business and guru customer. Again, if you would like to get advantage of that special offer, then send us an email at support@avasam.com, and our support manager will be happy to reveal the code with you, and you can use that code for your monthly subscription. But as I mentioned, that is the yearly plan, and it will allow you to get access to the more products and also special account management access as well. So then you can make your journey on TikTok much more stable than ever before. So guys, thank you very much. I would like to conclude from my side. Vanessa, if you want to say anything before we conclude, same with Philip as well. Guys, thank you so much for joining the webinar. Again, next month we'll come with more innovative suggestions, the ideas, the hacks, and help you to make your journey even much more stronger. Thank you guys, and we'll see you again next month. Cheers. Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you.